where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean in, feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum, echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear, the pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm.
Because
Well, hello. Oh, Lord, to you, and you, welcome into another edition of Brantley's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour, y'all. It's time to talk about some Housewives of Potomac. Part 1 is done. We got 2 more parts to go, and then we are done with Potomac, okay? Married to Medicine's almost done as well. So there was a lot in part 1. We got a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot to get through. So let's get to it because Higher is waiting. Low is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. So much to talk about and a whole lot to get through, like I said. So the reunion opens up 2020 when Wendy first joins the Real Housewives of Potomac. Then 2021, she gets her boobs upgraded. Then 2024, it is her birthday. Then we see October 9th, 2025, Wendy and Eddie got arrested. And then we see 1 week later, or in the words of SpongeBob, 1 week later, on October 16th, 2025, 1 week after the arrest, and Wendy is out of it. Like, she is not, Dr. Wendy, right? And they also showed her at the White House as well, right? In the recap, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, we see her and Eddie talk about what's going on with the arrest. And I will say this, right? The evidence is looking guilty, right? It really, really is looking guilty. In the same token, they do have children, right? So I don't want to get too bad for the children's sake because they should have their mom and dad. But 67 credit cards is a lot, right? And then, of course, all the fraud allegations, this, that, the third. Shout out to We Go Podcast and another content creator for being down there on site for all the action. I think they have another court hearing coming up soon, right? So yes. So you have all that. Wendy was in a holding cell, and her sister, Wendy and her sister talked, and Cameron was in the background, seeing, mommy, what's going on, and Wendy is not the same. I don't think anybody could be the same after that experience, right? So then 3 months later, we're in New York, which, I get why New York, because Potomac, Maryland is Baltimore, Maryland, so all I got to do is get on a flight to get to New York, right? So, with that being said, it's 5:30 in the morning. Now, I told y'all reunions can take all day. from 5:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So a 12-hour day, right? That's a good day. So the set is Potomac Stables because they've done so many horse events. So Giselle is first, then Ashley, then Stacy comes in with a Nigerian dress. And apparently it's Ashley's dress from last season. And no. So then Angel comes out. Let me tell you something. Angel's a stunning woman. And I gotta tell you something. Angel, you was blessed by God because I was watching the reunion, but the face card was not declining. Bobby, you are a blessed man. I just thank you, Lord. She ain't Angelique, because Lord Jesus, I'll be helping her out that dress in more ways than one, because that dress was popping all. Okay, you know what? You need to stop. That's another man's wife. You need to stop. He saw the same damn thing you saw, right? Moving on. So then after Angel, it was Kiana, Tia, and Wendy. And, Wendy came out last, right? And so, they started the reunion. And 10 seasons of Potomac. Now, first of all, I'm going to give a hand clap to that because the 30th season of any show on TV in 2026 is huge, right? You have to have a good fan base, you got to have a good show, and you have to be consistent, right? The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but to those who can endure, right? So I think we're on what we've done 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. So you could consider the season 4 for Brainley's virtual tour. You could consider the season 4. And like I said, we've done over 1,000 live shows. So from 185 episodes, from that point of view, we've done 10 seasons. And from 200 episodes a year, we've done 5 seasons. So we've done A-okay over here. But 10 seasons is a lot for television, right? So congratulations on that. So this started off as a mom group with Giselle, Karen, and Sharice. And Giselle said no to Sharice. Now, listen, Sharice was there in the early days. So just because, Giselle, you don't want to mention that doesn't mean it doesn't make it true. And then Giselle says, once Ashley came on, I knew we had something. Said no one ever. That is your thought and your thought alone, child. Okay. If Ashley was not there, nobody would be missing a damn thing. Okay. So Karen not being there, it was odd not having her there. And Karen will be in the reunion, right? And Karen's been watching the season. And like I said, Bravo, you should have done Real Housewives of Potomac at 8/7 Central Sunday, then 9/8 Central with Karen. But of course, Karen was in her recovery, getting settled back into civilization and everything else. So understandable. Angel and Tia were the newbies. And Angel said, she wanted to, find some new friends and, see what can be with her coming back home. It was rough landing, but she had some fun. And Tia moved during COVID, right? And so with Stacy, it was a slump and a blow up. So she was glowing. So a blow up and something, a child. Anyway, she glowing is a word for her. Kiana, second season, she settled in. Wendy, 5 seasons in. And that first season, Wendy was unsure of herself and she had a new baby. And the evolution of Wendy has been empowering. So the investigation is ongoing for Wendy and Eddie. If you guys don't know, there is fraud being alleged, 67 credit cards, defrauding insurance companies. So, there are court appearances. And Carter, their son, is aware, and Cameron does not know, right? Wendy took a nap and the police was there. Yeah, so Wendy took a nap and then police knocked on her door and she got arrested. Carter saw the mugshots, but he did not tell mom and grandma. And so now Wendy and Eddie tell the kids when they go to court. And they made fun of Wendy's wig because it looked like Karen Huger's like, oh, I got. Yeah, I remember that iconic moment there. And so they joked that was her professor wig. And the person who was, taking her mug shots out want different looks. And everybody was like, huh? This ain't a photo shoot. But the person who was taking her mug shot was trying to cheer her up, which, decent, honorable, what have you. Eddie was asleep in the cell, so they had to wake him up and for him to take his picture. And Wendy stayed the night. And Wendy said that you lose your autonomy because the lights are controlled. She had no idea about that. Y'all do know she's from Nigeria, right? Wendy is not okay. She's terrified, but her faith will carry her. And Ashley's fear is jail. Ashley, I am sure you will do something on your own accord to get you in jail. Don't worry. Because I'm sure defrauding people and not giving them fashions, that's false advertisement. So you might be on your way to jail. Moving on. Ciao. Anyway, so then we get to Stacy, right? So Kiana said no to dropping to sleep to Stacy because, look at length, look at diamonds and, drama, all that stuff, because they pulled up some QVC clips, right? And y'all know how it's like that kind of manic, you're losing it, you're looking a little psycho. That's what Stacy was looking like, because soon as Kiana said what she said, I'm like, that would be a no, but I have seen her videos and they were very entertaining. I'm just like, Stacy, could you breathe? My Lord, somebody said no to you. It's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. It's not the end of the fucking world. Just stop. Listen, you outside of this Bravo universe, you're not that known, child. Okay? You're not. Now, people could say, well, Raylan Stacy's more known than you. Okay, well, here's the guy. She's more known than you, too. Like, what it is, cuz, what's up with? Like, okay. And then, of course, we get the Vanity Fair top performance of the year, right? She got like 2 things in the Vanity Fair, and it was just like, oh my God, child. And everybody was clapping. And so, Giselle got asked, how did you feel about it? And so Giselle was like, Karen was in jail, Wendy was in jail, and Wendy said, mind your business. It's like, Wendy, that business is public, so we're in the group chat. But then Giselle said, I thought that this was a positive. Congratulations. I'm like, Giselle gave a congratulations? She can say something kind, decent, and in order? But we know Giselle. She doesn't mean anything that she says when it comes to complimenting people. Except her daughters. She cares about her daughters. Okay? Very much. But with that being said, the ladies may take an issue with you performing, right? That's what Andy said. And then Stacey said, well, if you look at my QVC job, I was really being myself. And it goes to show I was myself and, with that QVC job. And I said, yeah, it was a job. Of course, you were highlighting the best qualities of yourself. And I think Stacy did not recognize it, flew over her head of like, child, you've been doing the most just to be seen. Like, you getting the top performance from Vanity Fair really is not an accomplishment. Just like Carlos King named you the 2025 Reality Star of the Year, that's not a compliment from Carlos King. It's not. Nobody in the industry works with Carlos King. At least Ray McCoy, I'm very disappointed in you because you're bigger than Carlos King, your damn self. Okay, you've worked with Will Packer, who has a multi-billion-dollar franchise called Think Like a Man. Lisa Ray, know your power, sweetheart. Okay. Good Lord, I saw that with Carlos King and Lisa Ray McCoy. I'm like, why would she work with him? The hell? Like, y'all had a decent interview, but that should have been it. Like I said, when you watch interviews with black producers, not one of them says, oh, Carlos King's my best friend. They don't mention anything of an accomplishment from Carlos King. They don't even say, oh yeah, I saw Carlos King at the Emmy Awards. They don't say shit. Unless he don't leave the house except for work and coming home. But that really wasn't a big deal, child. That you got the 2025 reality star of the year from Carlos King. That holds no weight in the world of reality TV. It holds no weight at all. So just keep it up. But moving on, Tia said that Stacy said that her voice changed. And, Tia's the queen of accents. First of all, Tia's voice has not changed, right? That is her accent. Number two, you have had a very jealous streak of Tia. Let's see. Tia has a man that actually loves her. I'm not going to go into the kids because Arabella is a doll. Love her. We stand for her. We protect her. We like her more than your existence. Moving on. It seems like with Tia, she has a full life where she doesn't really need the show. And Stacy, it looks like you do. Stacy, you're becoming kind of a Kenya Moore of Potomac, where the only check that Kenya Moore has is Bravo. That's the only check that she has. I don't count Kenya Moore hair care because apparently that was on clearance at Sally Beauty, okay? And we know her hair spa is going bankrupt because she had to sell stuff out of it in order to keep it. Shout out to Michelle Italian for covering that story. But it's just like, child, no. And then with Tia, she said you married up because you want to be prim and proper. And Giselle asked, when have you heard Tia's voice shift? And Stacy had no answer, right? And then Giselle has a little accent too. It's like, Giselle, shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you. Nobody. The words are funky than even. Nobody. Okay? Child, and then, of course, we got to remember the TJ claims of that TJ claimed that Stacy was going to pay him to be the boyfriend. And then Timo met TJ. So you were in a relationship like Kenya Moore was with Walter, and you had to pay him. He didn't want to have sex with you. You and your husband, ex-husband, whoever he is, y'all ain't got nothing going on. Y'all just cohabitating. But yet you want to get on to Tia, though? I'm confused. I'm just judging what you're giving me. Okay, that's all I'm doing. So, because of last season was the reason that Stacy didn't want Timo to meet Wendy, right? And so Tia says, rather than you owing up to it, you lied. And then Stacy, out of her mouth, said, you were trying to gather information and take it back to your master, Giselle. Now, if you would have said that about Ashley, bravo, I would have given you credit. Yes, because Ashley is the slave and Giselle is master. That's true with that. But Tia, no, she could stand on her own. And then Giselle says that apparently Wendy is the master over Stacy. I'm just like, Giselle, aren't you and Wendy friends? Like, what the hell? I'm just a little confused. So you got big mad because you got called master, but you didn't want to have a conversation about colorism? And the person you called master, you were so excited that a drink got thrown in her face by Mia. And then you said, I don't like her. That's what you said. Right? And let's not forget about binder bitch Monique Samuels. Those are her words, not mine. I didn't call her binder bitch. She called herself that. I'm just repeating it. Okay, calm down. Now, you forgot that you got your ass ringed out by Monique, and then you screamed, fuck you, backstage, but somehow they cut out the reunion. But you want to get upset that you being called massa. Moving on. So after all that, Stacy had many meetings, but no grass line in the works. So then the child name, Wendy believes that was revenge for the TJ thing. It's just like, why would you try to get revenge on Wendy and Eddie when TJ was the one who said it? And Tia said the Nigerians want the name back. I thought that was very clever. I thought that was very clever. So after all that, a question gets asked: why are Giselle, Ashley, and Kiana so pressed about how Stacy lies don't really impact them? And Giselle said that, listen, you lied. There was a woman that saw paperwork that said that you were going to pay TJ. And so Giselle obviously knew something, you ran away from it. And Tia was given truthful, like, you have to recognize that you do things to get a reaction out of people. I'm like, absolutely. I fully agree with Tia. This is why she's the sensible one in the group. Now, Karen's the grind down, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, without Karen, Giselle wouldn't have a role on the show. Because what does Giselle do besides just exist as a number on the show? Okay, moving on. So, with that being said, Stacy said, I should be real and say things straight ahead. And then Andy said that, sometimes that cast members get gassed up by the fans, and that can impact next season. I think Andy was trying, say it on the low of, maybe you should be humble because the footage doesn't make you look good. And I fully agree with Andy, right? And then, we come back from the break. Wordplay is so much fun, right? So Ashley said that no, it was Stacy that said, she wanted liquid IV. And I think Ashley said that, those things are gross. And Ashley said she got a vitamin D shot in her butt. And Stacy was like, oh, you got some vitamin D. She was like, no, oh my God, no. It was a needle. It was a needle. Okay. Sure, Jan. So anyway. So then we get to Angel, right? So Angel and Bobby, they're flying back and forth between Colorado and Potomac. And so they finally have bought their home in the Potomac area. And, Angel says to Ashley, if you, live in the Potomac area, you would know. Ashley said that, I chose not to live in the Potomac area. Now, here's the thing, Ashley. Why are you having the smoke for Angel when also, too, Karen said that y'all don't live in Potomac? It's given very selective. Because when Karen said that, some of y'all didn't live in Potomac, it really wasn't a big deal. But because Angel said you want to make a big deal out of it. Okay. And then, did Tia help with the sale? Tia did not help with the sale. Tia, came looking for friends. Giselle said that Angel did not want to have any friends. Giselle, so you can read minds now? You can read minds now. You do realize nobody moves to Potomac to see Giselle Bryant. If I flew up to Potomac one day, it might be because there's an event there. It's not going to be because of you. Outside of Bravo, Giselle Bryant's not famous. Angela Bassett, Giselle Bryant. Need I say more? I mean, come on. Now, I know what y'all thinking, Brad. You're not right because Angela Bassett has had a whole career that she's been able to have, and she's standing 10 toes down, and people actually like her. Exactly. So oh my God. Angel can speak for her damn self. Okay. Nobody who has ever been on that show has ever moved for y'all. Just keep it up, bro. So Tia Angel spoke about something that, that Angel was upset with Tia about, and Tia owned up to her part. They were cool, right? And so there was a comment about Angel has the finest husband in Housewives. Well, personally, I mean, if I was married to Angel, the answer would have been me. So that's neither here nor there. But he's a smooth-looking brother. I think that's a general consensus there. And so then Wendy stands up for her man, and then Stacy's like, I like white chocolate from Deutschland. You would have thought that would took me out. But then the ladies ask Andy, "How do you like your chocolate?" And then Andy says, and I quote, "The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice." This is why Andy is beloved. He knows just what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. I'm just like, I know he did not just say what he said. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Moving on. So then, Angel and Kiana, almost a 20-year friendship. And Angel said to, to Wendy about how she, understands how Wendy could feel away after what Angel said about Wendy. And then the Photoshop moment of, that's not who you really are. And Giselle gave context of like, I didn't mean for that to be malicious. It's that third. We had a great moment, in Nevis, but then you talked about for the rest of the season, and then it did get dragged out for the rest of the season because it was shady digs. And Angel said it was hazing. It seemed cruel. This, that, and the third. And I will agree with that. I will definitely agree with that because here's the thing: if it was a real great moment that y'all two had, that Giselle, what you need to do was get the tissue of your vagina together, and every moment, hey, we're not doing this. That moment is done, dead, and over with. We are moving on. You should have owned up to the responsibility of guiding that energy forward with Angel. Okay? Okay? Okay. Because you like to sneak this a lot. Okay? You do. You do. That's why you call your podcast Reasonably Shady. When have you ever been reasonable in your shadiness? Never is the answer. Okay? So just stop. Just stop it. Just stop it. So, Angel says she has some extra dip on her chip about Wendy. First of all, I love Angel. Just keep being yourself. I had some extra dip on my chip about Wendy. Okay? Yes. Oh my God. I feel like everybody has had a little extra dip on their chip about something, someone, or some circumstance in life. Okay. And then we talk about Wendy having asshole lips and Fort Whitaker eyes because it's a look that Wendy gives when she's confused about something. There's a lot of ways that you could have said that, but hey, it was what it was. And then, Wendy said, if I said that you look like James Earl Jones, and I'm just like, I know she did not do that. So let me help Dr. Wendy, who didn't know, what cartoon it was. It was a cartoon that she could not remember the name of. But let me bring up James Earl Jones, who has passed away. Let me bring up who this man is, and also to his very extensive resume, since she wants to put disrespect rather, on James Earl Jones' name. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give me a moment. Because I'm just like, I know you ain't talking. You got a whole lawsuit, and you wanna drag somebody. So let's look at James Earl Jones' career. So he got Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. He was inducted to the American Theater Hall of Fame in 1985 and was honored with the National Medal of Arts in 1992. The Kennedy Center Honors in 2002, the Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Achievement Award in 2009, and the Academy Award in 2011. You know what Wendy did? She did the same thing that Marifa Gray did to me. When Marifa Gray said, "Oh, there goes Happy Feet." It's like, child, you're calling me an Oscar winner because it won an Oscar at the Oscars. You dumb trick. Okay, so let me just keep going down about James Earl Jones. Since Wendy wants to be shady, she didn't recognize that she was calling Angel an EGOT when she did recognize that she was calling her one of the biggest legends in the world. Okay, so let me just keep going here. So right here, he gained international fame for his voice role as Darth Vader in the Star Wars franchise. Jones also appeared in The Man, Claudine, Conan about the Barbarian, Machuan, Coming to America, Field of Dreams, The Hunt for October, Sneakers, The Sandlot, The Lion King, and Cried, The Beloved Country. He was also the voice for CNN. Okay? Okay? Okay. So he also served in the military. All right. He did Shakespeare in the Park. All right. Just saying. In The Man, Jones starred as a senator who unexpectedly becomes the first African American president of the United States. How about that? Yes. Right, they're receiving the Medal of Arts right there. They also performed work in The Simpsons. Right here, accompanied by the Morgan State University Choir, Jones spoke the national anthem before the 1993 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. He recited the classic baseball poem "Casey at the Bat" with the Cincinnati Pops Orchestra. And he did the same at Philadelphia Phillies game. In 1994, he performed the role of Ebenezer Scrooge along with Martin Sheen and Robert McNeil in a public reading of A Christmas Carol at the Pinpoint Morgan Library in New York City, which was broadcast on PBS. He also appeared in the 1999 Disney animated film Fantasia 2000, introducing the segment The Carnival of the Animals. He also guest starred on Law and Order, Frasier, Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, Fox's medical drama House, CBS's Big Bang Theory, and 2.5 Men. Okay. So, as you can tell, okay, he has had a very, very extensive career. Okay. So, I don't know how she thought she was going to say that Angel looked like James Earl Jones and was not going to get handled. Because, see, if I was hosting the reunion, I'm like, okay, do we want to, let's pull up James Earl Jones' career. And I would have just read it all off. I'm like, so she still looked like James Earl Jones was an EGOT winner and you're not a winner of nothing. Moving on. See, that's why Andy Cohen's hosted it. Because sometimes you got to meet these people right where they are, right? Just keep it in a book. I'm just like, I know you did not try to shade her. Okay, now, Wendy You, a beautiful woman, okay? But, child, you put Wendy Orcefo in a circle, you put Jill Scott in a circle. People will go over to Jill Scott before Wendy any day of the week. It's not even a contest. Stop that shit, okay? Moving on. Now, after that, Angel apologized, and then the fans called Kiana and Angel Sadness and Madness. I'm like, oh my God. And then, you know, the catfish joke from Ashley, it wasn't that deep. It was funny. Child, Bernie Mac is funny. You're not. And then Ashley said, you need to learn to laugh. Well, you know what? Maybe you need to learn how to pick a man who won't put you in a shoebox. Maybe you need to learn how to pick a man who didn't sling his dingaling all across the internet. Maybe you need to pick a man who did not just pinch men on the ass and who did try to get lawsuits upon you. Huh? Just keep it a buck. And Angel, you are right. She has done things that are embarrassing. Must we forget the don't, count on me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. You still open up your mouth like you can sing. You cannot sing for shit. If they do Singing with the Stars, go on that and win it on ABC, then we could talk. My Lord. I don't get why Ashley exists on this show or in life in general. I wish her kids well, but her I could give two fucks about. I don't get it. I don't get it. But God forbid somebody makes fun of Ashley, you're gonna take that same advice of you need to learn to laugh, or are you gonna laugh at yourself? Probably not. Hypocrite. After all that, there was a fan that said, you've been nasty and mean. So even the fans are saying it. It's like, hello, Ashley, Delulu, hello. Do you not see how much of a dumbass you are? Moving on. And so apparently there was this thing about hidden agenda that Ashley had for Wendy. And Ashley said, I don't villainize my accomplishments. And Wendy said, you don't have any. Wendy? Wendy? Because besides Potomac, what else has she done? Not a fucking damn thing. So after all that, Ashley then says, I only have one SSI number. Okay, that was a dig, right? Okay, whoop-de-doo. We all know that. You're not saying anything now, right? And the thing with this energy to me with Ashley is just like, you do realize, like, everybody has their season, right? Everybody. So it's Wendy now, but it could be you later. And so just remember this energy from when you get your own self caught up in some shit, right? So then in the preview, Karen Huger arrives to the reunion. And then it was apparently Stacy was dating a politician. My Lord Jesus. No. So then Jazzy comes out, and Jazzy, you've been a mean girl all season. But Jazzy says that Kiana stole Greg from his wife. Unless you have proof, you're saying shit. We'll have to wait and see. And then Stacy and Chris. Y'all know this has been the storyline back and forth all season. Apparently Monique pulls out a receipt. Yeah. So that is your review. Now, I do want to bring this up because, child, y'all remember that kiss that happened with, Sheree's son and Ashley Darby? Well, I want y'all to see this. This is a damn shame. I don't get how some people just get a check just for existing. Child, let's get into it, because I just... So here it is here. Child, somebody finds that attractive. God bless them. Go forth and prosper. Anyway, RHOP's Ashley Darby says she spilled hookup secret to help bring Sharice back. Why? Okay. Ashley Darby is opening up about why she decided to publicly reveal her hookup with Sharice Jackson, Jordan's son Jackson, and says the decision was more calculated than it appeared. The Real Housewives star shared on the reality podcast that the secret had been weighing on her for years. It's been sitting on me for 2 years now, said Ashley. I was going to take it to my grave. You was going to have a secret to the grave? Oh my. My Lord. Ashley admitted that powerful reasoning was tied to wanting Sharice back on the show. I was like, hey girl, this could be your chance to get back, she said, adding that she believed Sharice had previously given her blessing. She used to joke about me being her daughter-in-law. No, I don't remember that on the show. Okay. So here is the Bravo Shade Room. Shout out to them. Here we go.
One of the biggest shockers this season was your confession about hooking up with Sharice's son, Jackson Jordan. What made you want to tell Sharice that in the moment?
It's been just kind of sitting on me for a while. It's been sitting on me for 2 years now.
Oh my.
And, I wanted Sharice back on the show.
Yeah.
I have. And I almost told her umpteen times, right? And I was going to take it to my grave and just be like, because Jackson was like, I keep my love life private from my mom. And I was like, but that's also my friend, like, granted, she had given it her blessing and jokingly in the past. She did. She was like, can you be my daughter-in-law? She would actually ask that. And so I was like, hey girl, like, this could be your chance. Get you back on the show.
I'm crying.
In the scene, I thought she was going to like throw champagne in my face, flip the table, do a whole thing. Nothing of the sort.
Yeah. So do you still talk to him at all?
No, we don't speak. After week. After Potomac and Ponies, he like wanted to hang out, but yeah, I put a stop to that. Can you imagine? Yeah, I've learned my lesson.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel bad about it, honestly, because if Sheree genuinely feels the way she does, I am remorseful.
Yeah.
I don't like the way she's going about it. And that is where I'm losing respect for her. But if she's genuinely upset, I can acknowledge, like, I crossed a line and we can deal with it. But if you're going to keep defaming me and saying all this stuff and talking bad about my character, then we have another problem.
Were you surprised at how kind of like the audience reacted to all of it, how it just blew up?
Not really. I mean, it's
expecting-
salacious. Yeah. And I know it's salacious. I've been doing this show long enough to know
what's gonna hit.
Yeah. I mean, Sharice was doing TV shows and podcast interviews, and I'm just happy that she's back in the fold.
While Ashley says she feels remorse if Sharice is generally hurt, she drew a line at public criticism. If you're gonna keep from talking bad about my character, then we have another problem, she said. Ashley also addressed the comments made by former co-star Candace Diller Bassett, who suggested the hookup reflected how Ashley was raised. Well. Rock that tea, Candace, as you often do. By the way, when is the cry angle line coming out, darling? I need that, okay? Ashley said they confronted the issue during filming for the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. We talked that out. Ashley said it was very old school for us. We can still hug it out after going back and forth. Jackson has accused Ashley of using the moment for clout. Fans have slammed Ashley for her actions. And they have a right to. It's called freedom of speech. What? Just what? Jesus. So yeah, y'all. And I did see this a little bit ago before coming on with you guys. And oh, okay. Hang on. Give me a moment. Now, I did see a statement, right, that Angel Massey has like quit the show, right? And here is the official word on that. Okay, so here we go. That statement wasn't from me. Someone keeps writing fake statements as if they're me. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I actually want Angel to come back. At first, I was a little skeptical, but toward the end, I really liked her. I couldn't stand the way they was doing her estimate to keep Angel. I hope she and Karen return because I love to see Karen show her how to handle them. As a newbie, she needed an OG like Karen in her corner. I'd rather have Angel than boring Tia. Tia's not boring, no. She deserves to come back. She has potential. She has the lifestyle. I want her to come back for another season. Hope she comes back. Especially she has Potomac now. She has a home Potomac now. Hope she stays. Sandra wants you to have a redemption season. However, I need you to get out case behind, get to know some of the other ladies for yourself. After this, child, listen. She would probably want to be friends with me before any of those heifers. We stand for Tia. We love Tia. Okay, Kiana's cool. Okay. Giselle, Wendy, Stacy, and Ashley. Fuck now. Moving on. I want her to give it one more season before she decides to leave. Angel, please say some iconic housewives today did not do perfectly well in the first season. She has great potential. It seems like a cool person. Yeah, she does. I'm rooting for Angel. I absolutely am. So, yes, indeed. So we want to take a little bit of a commercial break, and we'll be back with more Breaking News Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Rolling.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Brave lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced, and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul, where the heartbeats find the pulse of the people redefining time. And just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward. with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Miral's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it.
Yes, indeed. I'm loving y'all right back. And I do hope that Wonderland Adventures is doing great. I did send over an email just to let Angel know everything will be okay. And to see all that love in the comment section for Angel. See, aren't you thankful that the world ain't Giselle Bryant and Ashley Darby and Wendy Osefo and Stacy? Because, Lord, if the world was all of them multiplied, we would be in more of a hellhole probably at the same level, if not worse, than with the president in charge. Okay, so just keep it up. All right. So yes, we are just chillaxing out here. Glad to have all of you here. We at 8:30 are going to be doing something very, very cool. We always are doing something big over here. One of the things we do is we talk about theme parks, right? And so I want to show you all that here. So let me switch over to this. So you're watching Potomac now, but in just a little bit at 8:30, we will be doing this live right here. Okay, this live right here in 91 minutes. I've covered all of this, but there's one area I have not covered. This fifth theme park. What have I come up with for that? You'll find out here soon enough, for sure. And I'm very excited to bring that to you all. Very excited to bring that to you all. Then tomorrow night, at 8:30, okay, because y'all know, y'all may not know actually. So I'm off today and tomorrow. So tomorrow night, 8:30, tune in for that. The U64, the official Universal Fan Club Breakdown Town Hall. We are going to break down how Universal could come out with that club, what will be in the tiers and everything in between. Yes, because y'all know the D23, the ultimate, Disney. Sorry, allergies. The ultimate Disney event is coming up here very, very soon. So I thought, it's been long overdue for Universal to have a fan club, because if they are producing theme parks like Epic Universe, yeah, you need a fan club where people can unite. And then this picture right here, I'm not going to say what this is, but you're just going to have to tune in. Because I'm going to pitch something that really could change the game for Disney. And is desperately needed. So I'm not going to explain what this is. You will just have to be here Wednesday at 6 p.m. Okay, so be here for that. That will be Wednesday. So we got nothing but shows coming down the pike for you all. Yes, indeed. And then, of course, as you guys know, 90 Day Fiance. We will be reviewing that probably at 8:30. Yeah, so we'll review that at 8:30. But I cannot wait for this show here because, oh my Lord, man, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. I cannot wait to share what this live is going to be about in due time. So, but yes, indeed. So almost there to a full-fledged hour, and then we'll cut off the camera here and chill out for a little bit. And there it is. It's been a full hour. I'm going to turn off my camera now because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Yes, indeed, we have. So I cannot wait for that live. I told Florida and Phil. They were like, what is it? I'm like, nope, not telling you. Not telling you. Not telling you. Not telling you. Okay? All right, just not going to tell you. So, but you will find out in due time what it is. And when you do, you're going to flip. You're going to flip your lid. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to feel so many emotions because it is something that is needed for Disney. Yeah, I will just leave it there. So, but yes, indeed. But yep. So let me go back to the other live here. So this is the live right here. We'll be meeting back here in 88 minutes live for this stream right here. What is that fifth theme park? I'm gonna tell you what I think. I have a concept. I had to go into the lab to work on it. It took a minute, but once I, brought the elements together, I'm like, oh, this could really do something. And like I said, I know we're in this, weird space with theme parks right now where we don't want a lot of intellectual property. And I fully agree. I think originality is very important. I do think there can be originality in intellectual property. Because you look at, for example, you look at Harry Potter, right? And what Universal has done with Harry Potter, and all of those rides are original rides that have never been rode on ever, in the history of theme parks, right? So that was the first time that Harry Potter fans could actually engage with the world. So we'll talk about what that fourth or fifth theme park could be. So I asked Florida and Phil, can they guess? And they have not been able to guess it. I'm like, yes. Yeah, I've not been able to guess it. So that means I have the upper hand. Very excited. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Yes, indeed. Just chillaxing. And then, like I said, tomorrow night will be Married to Medicine. And then, of course, we'll review that until the 3-part reunion is done. And then we will be done with Bravo for a good minute until Housewives of Atlanta. And then we'll review that. And, we'll just keep going up and up and up. Hey, 5 people, welcome in. We're just chillaxing. Just got done with the Real Housewives of Potomac review. It was part 1. So some significant developments happened, but nothing really catastrophic as of yet. Seems like part 2 is when it's really going to take off. So, but yeah. Hey, 3 people, welcome in. 4 people now, thank you so much. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. Just chillaxing. We'll be doing that live here in just a little bit. So, yes, indeed. Oh, man. Man. So, yes, indeed. So, if you missed out on this morning show, let me tell you what we talked about just in case you missed it. We go to content. So this morning we talked about Megan Thee Stallion, Valentine's Day, upscrolled, HIV research, STD research, and HIV surveillance that got cut. The funding for that got cut. We talked about the power of radio, and we also talked about Virgin Voyages, and we talked about Universal this morning. I also got to watch the Universal exhibition courtesy of Magical Hijinks, and also talked about how Winnie the Pooh is turning 100 years old. So, yes, indeed, there. So, good show this morning. If you missed it, please go back and watch that. It was a good show this morning. And then, of course, if you like I said, you got a lot of content to catch up on. We talked about Disney's Hollywood Studios. Bricky did a great video, and from that came up with the idea to create Disney's Imagination Wood Studios. And then before that, we talked about Cardi B, Stephon Diggs, Candy Burris, Charm LaDonna. We talked about Dr. Heavenly, Kamora Lee Simmons. We talked about Spelman College. We talked about a young lady that got deleted by her dad over an argument about 47. And then some children that were abused at a daycare. So yeah, a lot going on there. Then, of course, QVC, HSN, they could be going away for good. And then 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. And then we reviewed part 2 of the 2-part Red Love reunion for Detroit. So a lot going on over here on the channel. Always something cooking over here for you all. So yes, it is. Like I said, I'm more of a live stream content creator than anything else. Like, I know how to make a video. I know how to upload a video. I know how to do shorts, because all the shorts that you see is really just from what you just watched. So, of course, that, yeah. Oh, man. So yeah, we'll take it up all the way up to 1 hour and 10 minutes, and then I'll give y'all the daily motivator, and then we'll head on out of here. So. So yeah, just chillaxing all the way up to 1 hour and 10 minutes, and then we'll head on out. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. All good. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Almost done with the show here. Had a good show. Had a very good show. So. So yes, indeed. So. All right, let me get that daily motivator up for you all, and then we'll head on out. Like I said, be back here at 8:30 for this live right here, because y'all, like I said, this one it took some work. It took some work. The other ones kind of came to me easy because I could see where the market is going and trending. But for this one, I really want to, go from the window to the wall in terms of my creativity and see if I can really bring something that is fresh and new, but also it feels familiar. So can't wait for you guys to see that tonight at 8:30. So 8:30 p.m. tonight, we'll talk about that top right-hand corner, that 4/5 theme park. What could go there? That could also help out with Epic Universe. And then, of course, y'all know that big plot of land right here is from Lockheed Martin. If you guys remember, I broke that clue on Bring These Virtual Tour Live, because Thornton gave me some intel about how this parcel right here, Universal bought. And then, of course, right here, we talked about Lockheed Martin, how they weren't making money. And so right here could be a whole other theme park there. So we'll talk about this here tonight at 78 minutes at 8:30. So yes, indeed. Let me get that daily motivator up for you all. All right. Ooh. All right, here we go. Here, let me get this up here. All right, there. Wait. Ta-da! There I am. Art does not solve problems, it makes us aware of their existence. It opens our eyes to see and our brain to imagine. Magdalena Barkowitz. Very wise words there. All right, y'all, it's time for the day over for Monday, everybody. February 16th, 2026. Create your own future. There's no need to wait or hope for life to go your way. Get your own thoughts and actions going your way, and other things in life are sure to follow along. Rather than depend on factors outside your control, take a positive, active role in creating your own future instead of worrying about what might or might not happen. Work to make what does happen the best you can imagine. Your choices exert a major influence on the way your life unfolds. Before you become a victim of circumstance, look for how you can utilize each circumstance for meaningful, positive purposes. Though you can't control much of what happens in the world around you, you are able to choose how you respond to it all. Make the choice again and again to make the best of the situations you encounter. Take what comes, whatever it may be, with gratitude and positive expectations. Do what you must do. Do what you must to make something good out of it. Follow the way forward that is always there. You can contribute something useful, valuable, and positive. So do it and get life going your way, Ralph Molson. I appreciate this because, when I think about what we do with theme parks and stuff, right? And I talk with Phil Fullerton a lot. I'm like, I think we're the only three content creators that we don't just talk about the news. We, respond to the news with creativity. And I feel like that's something we can all do more of, responding to the world with our creativity to create our own future. Now, that doesn't mean everything's going to change overnight, but how you consume what you view determines how you view the world. That's cultivation theory. So the first thing I would say is start creating what you want to see. It sounds simple, but it's so profound. So if you want positivity, create positivity so you can view positivity. That's the first thing I'll tell you. The second thing I will say is look for how you can utilize each circumstance for meaningful and positive purposes. There's always a way to utilize what is around you in terms of resources, in terms of people, this, that, and the third. If you believe you can get out of a situation, what you have, then go for it. But if you need to be still for a minute to figure out how to go about it, then be still. But don't be so still for so long that you don't ever become a solution for yourself. Okay? That's the second thing I'll tell you. And finally, the third thing that I will tell you all is you can contribute something useful, valuable, and positive. You can always contribute something. Always. Always. Why do you think I do the daily movers at the end of every evening edition of the show? Because, I'm trying to make it just like you're trying to make it. And the way I look at my life is I can give you something positive to rest with, then I've done my job. And if you wait to change the world, you'll be dead, metaphorically, in your soul. And you'll be like that skeleton, just, you don't want to be that. Go forth and make a difference now while you can make a difference now. Amen. So with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you were always born a blessing. Trust you may not be where you want to be, but at the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why it's one thing to call yourself, it's nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully, by spending time together, rise will be great together. Always remember where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or child, you just recognizing that. Just be thankful you ain't got friends like Wendy, Ashley, Giselle, and Stacy in your life. Make sure the replay is not just right for you to watch it, not just for you to suitable for you to experience it again. I love you, I value you, I embrace you all. Always remember, or see what you gotta give, or see what you gotta give, or see what you gotta give it, or obstacles you've overcome, where successes you have achieved upon this particular day. I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. Finally, y'all, listen. We all got somebody in our life like Angel. But with that person that's in our life that's like an angel, they also have good qualities to them too. Don't throw somebody away just because you don't understand them. There's always more than meets the eye. Somebody had to give you a chance. Angel deserves to come back and have a second chance, because nobody really liked Wendy her first year either. Just keeping it up. All right, y'all. see you guys back here in just a little bit. Sorry, I almost got right here. See you guys back here in just a little bit, in 72 minutes for this conversation. What is that top right-hand corner, that 4/5 theme park? I want to give you what I think could go there live here at 8:30. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love. Let's send it right back to you. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because
Child Bradman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Bradman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.